Welcome back to another video. This video is about the power of thought. To start off this video, let's say a prayer together. This one's called, I Keep the Promise. Now, I offer this prayer to you with love and devotion, Krishna. And before we start, I'm going to say the mantra, and then we'll say the prayer. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I keep the promise. Now repeat after me. I shall keep the promise that I have made to myself. I shall never again tell myself that I am poor, sick, weak, nor unhappy. I shall not lie to myself any more, but shall daily speak the truth to my inner soul. Telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous. That it is one with the great cause of all life, truth, power, and action. I shall whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I shall assure my soul. Now, the idea behind this prayer is that we no longer will tell ourselves certain things. We no longer will look at the world in a negative light or see things in a material conception. The point is that we see the truth. The other idea behind this prayer is to not only see the truth, but to speak that truth within your own mind using your thoughts, and to put that into practice. And this is the power of thought. It's that our thoughts have power. It's that simple. Our thoughts have power. They have influence, and they do change us, because our thoughts become our actions, and our actions show who we are to other people. So, do you want to represent yourself in a way that is incorrect or untrue or not you? In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5, text 11, it states, the yogis, abandoning attachment, act with body, mind, intelligence, and even with the senses, only for the purpose of purification. He says they abandon attachment, act with body, mind, intelligence, and even with the senses, only for the purpose of purification. And notice how he says mind. Thoughts are a byproduct of the mind. They are something that is fleeting or something that will disappear at one moment or another. It may come back, but that doesn't mean it's permanent. And that's the point. Thoughts have power, but they are impermanent because they are a product of the mind. It's like a tree, how a tree grows a fruit or like an apple, and the apple falls from the tree. And once it falls from the tree, it deteriorates and eventually disappears. It's the same with us. We are like that tree. We are producing constantly these thoughts and having these reactions to certain things around us, and it's stopping us from realizing our true spiritual identity. And this is the point of the power of thought. It is that we realign our thoughts with God or Krishna, and we align all of our thoughts in a loving and devoting manner, in a way that purifies us and puts us in a state of purification rather than bondage. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 13, text 20, it states, material nature and the living entities should be understood to be beginningless. Their transformations in the modes of matter are products of material nature. The material nature itself is eternal because it's a part of Krishna. It is ever changing, but it is still a part of Krishna. And this is the biggest point. The living entities and material nature are beginningless because they are eternal and have always existed. It's just like how if you exist, Krishna exists as well, because Krishna is a part of you. And in a sense, he is the super soul within every soul, which it's not even in a sense, it's just the truth, but you know. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, text 77 to text 78, it states, O king, as I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna, I am struck with wonder more and more, and I rejoice again and again. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion. He says, O king, as I remember the wonderful form of Lord Krishna. He's remembering Krishna. He's thinking of Krishna. He's using his thoughts in a Krishna conscious way or a God conscious way. He's putting his senses in loving service to Krishna through observing the armies on the battlefield. And in the next text, he states, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. So wherever Krishna is, and wherever Krishna may be, there will be opulence, there will be victory, there will be power and morality. And this is why we think of Krishna always. He says to think of him always. It is because the thoughts have power. Your thoughts are influential. Your thoughts influence others to act a certain way or be a certain way as well. And this is something you have to be conscious of. Because if you're seeing someone in a negative light and not allowing yourself to see the peace of Krishna within them, then they're not going to change. They're not going to transform in front of you. You can't expect someone who's under the material nature to change in an instant because they don't know Krishna. And you may not either. But I'm telling you now, this is the truth. When we think of Krishna, or when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, when we chant that, we're thinking of Krishna, and we're remembering him in that present moment. It's a form of devotional service to Krishna, and it's why it works. It's because it's devotional service. Devotional service is the key factor in this. Because if you were to think of Krishna in a way at all, you're performing devotional service just by thinking of Krishna. And it's that simple. Next time you see something beautiful, remember that it's God. Beauty in and of itself comes from Krishna. His name is no different from him. He is no different from beauty. And he is the Supreme Person. He exists transcendentally, outside of material senses or perception. And this is why he's so difficult to conceive of, and this is why so many people reject him. If you ever have an impure thought or a thought that you do not like, you just have to say this mantra. It is the mantra that goes like this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And you can say this mantra whenever, because it calls directly upon the Lord's energy, his transcendental and universal form, directly. Hare Krishna. And if you would like to work with me, please feel free to reach out to me. And goodbye.